Nope, I'm on there. I don't know if I need to wipe my screen or not. Okay, yeah, it needs to be wiped. See, way better now. Oh, I'm gonna wait for y'all to come in because I'm not finna just be dropping my tea and looking crazy. Okay, but I'm definitely gonna be dropping tea today. Okay, letting y'all in my business, letting y'all in behind the scenes. What be really going on behind the scenes? I don't know if y'all can hear me. I do got the microphone right here. Whatever. But once I get a few people in here, then I will go. Have y'all tried this before? I don't know, but this be busting. Okay, little bowl of hot Cheetos going on here. You're not talking about little Lucas girl move around. Okay, it's always
my share.
Them siblings. Okay, now you can have some. I don't care. Like, you want your own bowl or you want some of mine? Want your own bowl? I gotta hold on right quick. What's up? Y'all come in, cause look, and these things they real strong. Y'all come in because I'm finna let y'all in today. Y'all finna go behind the scenes with me. And I'm about to do something I don't usually do and spill some tea, spill some beans about my life, my little personal life. Okay. This is not a teaching video, and I probably will not be prophesying on here. So I just want to let y'all know that right now. Okay, I'm just saying, like, this is not one of them videos. Nowhere is it. Nowhere is it a teaching video today. We about to talk about some stuff, okay? Because I know that we all been going through. I'm not lying. We all been going through some stuff, right? This past couple of months. So I'm about to tell y'all, for me, right? I be out here preaching about how we ain't perfect and all this good stuff. So I'm about to show y'all how, for me, I know I'm not perfect. I forgot I got the microphone in my body, so y'all can hear me. Whew, boy, where do I start? Like, do I start about just this weekend alone? Like, with the Vegas trip? Like, do I start about before the Vegas trip? And yeah, y'all, by the way, I finally stepped out after what, like 5-6 years and went to a party in Vegas. Can y'all believe it? Can y'all believe that I went to a party in Vegas, y'all? Like, well, let's get this going. Is that where I should start at the Vegas trip? Because this is a peaceful story on the testimony that I still have yet to give. And before I take y'all all the way through from the beginning, I just want to give y'all a little bit of something, you know, as far as in the now, before I take y'all to the, you know, back through to the past to lead up to the now. So, let me see. I think I am going to start with the biggest story. How about that? So, as y'all know, I have been single for the past, like 3 years or so, and put up in a way, not dating or anything like that. And as y'all know, one thing I don't talk about is relationships and love on here, right? It's not really my forte. I don't talk about love. I might talk about marriage, but I don't talk about relationships and love, and I don't talk about it personally. I don't let this type of stuff when it comes to me on the internet. I just don't. I keep my life very private, right? So this is probably going to be really exciting for y'all, but real trying for me. So for the past 3 years, I've been very, very single. Out of a relationship that I was in for a good 8 years, right? And what happened is, because even though I was dating the person I was dating, I ended up forming really good, close bonds and relationships with his family. With that being said, his family became my family. Been around them since I was a good 15 years old. I am 25, going to be 26 this year. So y'all do the math, right? Yeah, so I ended up forming a really good bond with his family, and the person that I am with right now, actually, that I'm with every single day, that is my sister, is his blood sister. Same mama, same daddy. We're like this, okay? We like at the hip. You don't see her without seeing me, and you ain't gonna see me without seeing her, right? So when we went to Vegas this weekend for a family get together, and it was for their family, right? Because like I said, I've been around them since I was 15 years old, and I have more of a bonding connection with them than my own blood family. I spent all of my years with them instead of with my own family, right? So I will go deeper into detail about stuff like that when I actually give the full testimony. I just want to kind of fill y'all in on this weekend, you know what I'm saying? So this is not my first time attending to a family function of theirs. It's not my first time being around everybody. You know, as you can see, it's something that it's fluent for me. However, we went, I think like that Friday. It was something that was just like random. It wasn't something that we planned on doing. Of course, we knew about the event ahead of time, but like we didn't really plan on going out there and really making something shake for real, right? And prior to that, my ex, which is her brother, had been contacting me and trying to rekindle what it was that we had a couple of years ago, right? And we was talking. I ain't gonna lie. Hi, Tanya. We was talking. We was conversating. You know what I'm saying? Because initially in the beginning, the vision that God had for me as far as marriage went, and how the vision was as far as with my future, it was with him. It was knitted and sewed very closely and intertwined with this family. So, and you never, sometimes things change, but God never really forget things that you initially asked him for or that he promised you. He don't forget those type of things. That's why we still here today, and he's giving us things that we asked him for when we were like 5 years old. Like, he don't forget that type of stuff. So I'm knowing, I'm a person that I don't flaunt this, but one who's really humble and who's really meek based off of their actions when it comes to what God is trying to do in their life. Because there's some things that I might want or I might like for myself, which was not to be with the person anymore. But at the point in time, I was receiving so many dreams and visions and just synchronicities in my life, to the point to where when this man came back around in a different form, because of course he comes and he goes, this is his family, but when he came back around in the form that he came in, I'm asking God, like, is this really what you want from me? You know what I'm saying? Is this really the person? Are you placing the initial vision that you had for me, the original vision? Work with me, y'all, because this is real trying letting y'all in like this, right? So I'm like asking God, like, is this really what you want from me? Like, this original vision, because I'm not losing sight of what it initially was. But there's sometimes where when things just don't fall in line, and where there's not a will to be made, for there to be a way made on both ends, sometimes the whole trajectory will change based off of certain decisions that you make, right? Something that I do could affect who my potential husband is, right? So if I chose to go make decisions in my lifestyle and what I want to do, it could change who my husband is, because of what God had for me. I messed up on, and this is not what God has for that person. This is what I did doesn't equivalent to what the plan of what God had for the person that might be my potential husband. I hope you understand what I'm going to say. So knowing that we both made some decisions along the pathway, you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking to God, like, is this something that you really want, as far as like with this person? Because if it is, let it be your will and not mine, so I'm knowing me strong-headedly, I don't want to be with this person, not in love, I don't have no feelings, I haven't really been even engaging or worried about men per se, just more so me and my relationship with Christ and getting closer to him. So I'm like, is this really what you want? Because if you do, then by all means necessary, then I can get with that program, and this can be what it is. So I'm not going to be mean or shut him out. I'm going to be open-minded and have conversation with him, but continue to test the spirit by stand at your feet as well. And, going, ahead and let this thing be what it shall be, what it shall perceive itself to be, and expose what it should be exposed to be. So, y'all, we out of nowhere randomly just decide we're sitting in the living room on the couch, a regular Friday afternoon, and out of nowhere we decide, let's go to Vegas. Let's go to the to the family event. Let's go to Vegas. Let's go out. We don't never do anything. We don't have to necessarily go around them and do the things that they're doing. We don't have to drink with them. We don't have to smoke with them. We don't have to be twerking and doing the stuff that they do, but still be there with them and enjoy our time with them and love them as family, right? That's how you stand firm and you'll stand your ground, and still be with your family. So we can do this, we can do that. Mind you, we were one of the only ones who, have been on this walk as serious on the level that we are, who were attending. So we searching, we trying to find out who else is going that might be on the same level as us, so that we don't feel so out of place. You know what I'm saying? All along, I'm thinking in my mind, like, wow, because I know that this is a family event and I know he's going to be there, right? And it's been a good 9 years since the last event that I went to out in Vegas at this particular house for this particular occasion, right? So I'm like, I don't know, it's a little tricky, it's a little crazy, because like I'm not really trying to be on that like that, and I know that he's been trying to rush the process. He's been trying to, like, when I say rush the process, I'm saying like this man within this last week has went online and forged up a marriage license, like, and sent it to me. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this us right here, like we, like, that's how bad that he was trying to recreate what we had in our past, like Russian marriage and Russian relationships. He's way out in Arizona, I'm out here in California, and he wants me to come and live with him in his mother's living room on the floor, create a family together, like, what I'm saying? It's like crazy, right? And I'm sitting here like, okay, hold on, like, this is where it's important with that relationship with God. Like, I see y'all coming in. Hey, y'all can talk to me, and because I'm not in the teaching mode, or like, this is really just us. Me, I'm opening up, and we have a conversation. We can talk. Y'all can talk to me. I'm reading y'all comments. Y'all can ask me questions. If y'all don't understand certain things, y'all can ask me. If y'all want to know, if y'all want me to go into deeper detail about certain things, go ahead. Look, if I'm gonna open up all the way, I'm gonna open up all the way and let it all hang out. Right? Whew, let me tell y'all. So I'm thinking in my mind, like, so he's gonna be there, and I know he's gonna be there. So I don't know if this is wise to really do, but at the same time, I'm no better than to let one thing stop everything else from flowing, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna go, and I'm not going to let the things from my past cause me to slide out of position and back into what I used to be, or where I used to be at, where I know I prayed on my knees, like endless nights in my car, screaming and crying from the top of my lungs, begging and pleading with God to change the terrestrial. I begged and pleaded with him to, give me a new story and do these things. So because I know that, and I know that he's a God of his word, and he actually took me out of that and gave me that, I'm like, I can go on that. This is what I mean by the truth shall make you free. You can live in that truth. That is no longer your past. That's not your life. That's not who you are. It's just where you leave it where it's at. Right. I ain't trying to be like Lot wife looking back and turn into a pillar of salt because I didn't know how to let something go. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, I can stand in that. I can live that truth. This is my truth. This is who I am now. So nothing that might transpire there can stop, and to think of what might happen can stop me from happening. Stop me from going there and enjoying myself in Vegas, like in Vegas. So I'm sitting there, and then we get up, we pack our clothes and everything, and we go to the destination I need to get to carpool with some other family members, and we head out to Vegas. We on our way. Y'all get y'all snacks. Like, come on, let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm supposed to get deep because it's finna get juicy. All right, so we get there about a good 2 o'clock in the morning. She said, I feel like God is dealing with a lot of us without families this season. Yes. Because this has been my family since I was 15 years old. A lot of my actual blood family and God family were passing away, like when I started to become closer with them. So, I would say all this though, like in the actual testimony. But yes, Tanya, I agree with you. So yo, we get to Vegas, and what ends up happening is, hold on, y'all. Let me handle something right quick. You just sometimes you just gotta bend things before it even start. Just cut it off at the roots, okay? So we get there at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and when we get there, we all laying out our pallets and stuff because that's what I know. Y'all remember those times where family came together, and it didn't matter if everybody had a bed or not. You gonna pull out some pallets, and y'all gonna huddle up, and you know what I'm saying. Y'all gonna have y'all some family time. So that's what we did. We pulled out our pallets and we laughed and we talked until we all fell asleep individually.
So you sleeping on the floor with a man and his mom?
No. I'm not sleeping on the floor with a man and his mom. What he wanted me to do was come out there and sleep in the living room on the floor of his mother's house. If that makes sense.
Correction.
So let's not have people thinking that I'm out here on the floor with a man and his mother.
You're not out there doing that.
I'm not out here doing any of those things.
You're describing what the picture was.
The picture that he was trying to do. Hi, Rosa. Like, in-laws for me. Come on, Tanya. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it hit about I think we woke up, really, because I didn't really go to sleep until, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Because I'm a night out. I'll be up at night. So, I didn't go to sleep until, 6 o'clock in the morning. And then everyone in the house woke up at, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. Everybody was already up, and kids running around, playing, having fun. Cousins ain't seen each other in years, you know what I'm saying? So it's up, So I get up. In that morning, one of our fellow brothers in Christ, Maurice, had a Zoom going on because he's teaching about the prophetic and how to operate in your prophetic gifting. So he has a Zoom going. And so we get up and we go into the Zoom meeting, and we're doing that for, I think, a good 3 hours or so. Next thing you know, you guys, okay, wait, I skipped the part. When we first came into the house and we walked, our auntie walked outside. She's like, oh my God, whoopty whoop. What name can I make up for him? Just so that at least I'm not just being just so raw to where I'm even throwing the names out there. Because the reason why I'm saying is because this person's name is their Facebook name. So I don't want for people to be going and try to search up this person and be like, this is who she's talking about.
Mr. Smooth.
Mr. Smooth. Mr. Smooth, right? So as soon as we get there, one of our aunties come out and they're like, wow, I knew you were coming. Mr. Smooth don't even know that you're here. He don't even know that you're here. He's coming. And I'm like, no, don't tell him that I'm here. Don't, because then he'll start to have these imaginations and start to think these way and come with some type of entitlement or expectation. So just please don't tell him that I'm here. It's better that he comes and he's just surprised. You know what I'm saying? So we grab our bags and we go in there. We go into the kitchen. Don't y'all miss them family reunions and the family get-togethers where everybody around the table and in the dining room and they laughing and talking and just together and you can feel the unity?
Absolutely.
Well, it was nothing like that. But it was the fragments of what was left of what it used to be when it was like that. Because this is really funny. On the outside looking in, you would be probably I would probably be laughing. You know what I'm saying? It's just all jokes. It's funny. That's the best part of when you know you're going through something that used to hurt you and you're healed from it and it resurfaces and then you have to go through it again. Because you can go through it with smiles, love, joy, it'd be really true and you'll be really happy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Terrell, I don't know how you came back. I banned you the first time. So, with that being said, the first thing they bring up is his situation. The situation between me and Mr. Smooth and his situation. Because what I didn't mention to y'all is that prior to our 3-year breakup, he went and had a baby. He created a baby and found a girl with the same name as me. And had a baby with her. So y'all see my name says Love Monet. Love is my spiritual name, but my real government name that's on my ID and my birth certificate is Monet, right? So how is it that he goes and he finds a woman and creates a child with her and the woman has the same exact name as me and lives a very similar lifestyle as I do, had very similar problems that I used to have at her age now? Right? So this is crazy. So they're talking about like, oh wow, this is crazy. He doesn't know that you're here. He's coming, and we hit up the baby mother, and they will be coming. And they start telling me all these things about how she reached out to them, and it was so messy. And she's saying how she knows that me and him are still together, which is completely not true. So she's like, yeah, I know you guys. His auntie shows me her phone, and it's Monet, and she's like, I know that I can say her name, like, because honestly, you know, it's all love. I have love for her. It's not nothing to where it's like, oh, I'm trying to start beef here. But nonetheless, my testimony is my testimony. If you don't like the way that you sound in this story, become a better person, right? Because I'm only telling the truth. So she messaged his auntie and told her like, oh, that's crazy that Mr. Smooth is still dealing with Bella, with Monet. I know that they're still talking to each other and they're together and this, that, and other. The auntie never responds. So I'm not never knowing that she contacted the auntie until we get to the auntie's house. So the person who's showing me this on her phone, this is her house. It's her event. It's her birthday. And so she's showing me the receipts in my face, and I see that she never responded back to her or anything like that. She's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to get all my families together. You know what I'm saying? You know, you been family. You're not going nowhere. You know how this is. So I'm like, oh, no. Like, it's nothing like what it seemed like. I know she, you know, she has her times where she thinks that it's something and it's not, basically. I'm like, but we're cool, though. I've been around her for a few months, helped her with their baby. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, we formed some type of bonding relationship. So basically what I'm doing is I'm killing rumors in that moment, and I'm keeping it to where it's positive. No one's talking bad about anyone, you know what I'm saying? And I'm making it very welcoming. Not mentioning, though, me as a person, knowing my position, who I am, how long I've been around, that it can be, from a human standpoint, very uncomfortable. You know, knowing that he's still coming, there's a possibility that he can arrive there with her. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that, intensively knowing in my heart that he's coming with the intentions on seeing me. So we got to literally look at the dynamic of the situation. Whether I want to be with him or get in agreement with him and create something again or not, the simple fact is I'm looking at this in a scenario in everyone's shoes. How is this going to make her feel when she comes to the door with him and she sees that I'm here, knowing that she wants to be a family with him, and knowing that he's coming with the intentions on trying to be with me? How is this going to affect the party and everyone together as a whole once the energy is switched and the atmosphere becomes negative because one person don't get along with the other? Right. They're trying to create something that is not. So that's why it takes someone who really is tapped in with God, so you can see stuff like this by discernment and know how to snip it out with wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And not just being ignorant out here. So basically, that's the part I left out. You know, they already was trying to get to the gritty, y'all. Before we even made it to the door, it hadn't been 30 minutes yet, and we're already talking about the situation between me and this man and his baby mother and their situation, right? So let's speed back up to the Zoom. So we are in the middle of a Zoom, and all you hear is the doorbell ring while we're in the room on Zoom. And the door opens up, and everybody's loud and yelling, and hey, oh my gosh, you're here, and this, that, and the other, right? And it gets really quiet. Next thing you know, one of the cousins comes upstairs and they tells us, oh, Mr. Smooth and Monet and the baby is downstairs. And I immediately throw the cover over me. Immediately while I'm laying down, I throw the cover over my head. Like, I'm trying to hide at this point now. And it's like funny, like, you know what I'm saying? Because we all know, come on now, you're here, you can't hide from me. But like, it's just an immediate reaction. I throw the cover over my head and I'm like, oh my God, like, here we go. Like, it's getting real challenging around here, right? So, not even a minute or so later, he comes walking up the stairs. Him and his mom comes walking up the stairs. He has the car seat in his hand with the baby. And my sister Quinche, she's like, all right, go get my baby, go get my nephew. I want to see him. So I get out the bed and I go to grab the car seat out of his hand to give the baby to Quinche. Which for us, between me, Quinche, and Monet is not a problem. Like, we were just with Monet on New Year's Eve. We went to pick her up. We went to church together. I had the baby for a good 2-3 hours while she doing what she do. Basically, what I'm saying is that's not a problem for us. It's not nothing that's weird or would be problematic. But he has never been in the midst of the both of us there dealing with the baby. So for him, he's very hostile. He's very defensive. And so I go to grab the car seat out of his hands, and he's snatching and stiff arm, like, back up. like, don't touch my baby or whatever. And I'm like, relax, like, let me get the baby, give me my baby, like, you know, give me my baby so I can give him to his auntie, like, why are you tripping like that? And he's like, watch out, like, you know, like, so we're both trying to hold the car seat and walk in the room together, because I'm not really understanding, like, why would it be a real issue for real, just thinking innocently, you know. But I had to understand that moment, like, oh, like, he probably thinks that there's a problem, like, you know, that this is weird or whatever, because he knows in his heart, this is how you got to pay attention when God shows perversion in one's heart. You know what I'm saying? Because he thinks in he's thinking in his heart, like, oh, he has something for me still. He wants to be with me still, but he knows that he's still trying to have something with his baby mother as well on the side. And so he did not expect, forgetting just 2 weeks later, he was begging me to come out there. But I told him that I wasn't going. It is crazy, right? Like, so I told him, no, we're not going to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if anybody know me and Crochet together as a pair, we make some crazy, wild faith moves at the last minute on top of that. Like, when it really counts, you know? So it was really true. And I told him that we weren't going to go, that we really weren't going to go. And he's like, well, I'm really sad because I wanted to see you there and everything. So me knowing prophetically, I'm already seeing everything that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to be wise about this. So I know when he get there, he's thinking in his heart, why he's stiff on me with the baby? Because he's like, hold on, this is a little weird. You know, I'm feeling on you. I'm trying to get with you. And my baby mama is downstairs. And you coming to grabbing our baby. Because a lot of females are not like me. In Christ and out of Christ. They're not going to just welcome in the baby. And even if they have nothing to do with the man anymore, it's just some fact of territorial things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not even be in love with this person no more or nothing. But the fact that they did this against you, knowing that they're trying to form something with you, they don't forget the situation. Not only that, but
so he didn't know y'all was cool with each other?
He knew, but he always tried to keep us against each other by telling her that I don't like her and telling me that she don't like me, telling her that I'm talking about her and telling me that she's talking about me, basically. And so because of that, it was always issues, because unlike her, I've been through this with him for almost a good 10 years.
Terrell says she loves that man.
Yeah. I don't doubt that she do. She does.
I don't know if he's talking about you or
this
her.
Is why. Oh well, this is, you see, a prime example of how my mind's just not on that. Because I automatically thought you were talking about the girl, but whatever. I think the only person comment I'm probably not going to pay attention to is Terrell. I'm just being honest. Look, straight up. I will only respond to your positive comments, Terrell Donaldson. Other than that, I will not be responding to you. So yeah, Tanya, like, he did know, but he did not want us to be cool. He said that it's weird for us to be cool. He thinks that that's weird. He said because she would never accept me, you know, being this person or being around, because she wished that she was me and that she was this person. That, you know, that she was me, basically, just point blank. But I know, because I've dealt with this person since we were kids, I know that he's telling the same story to her. He's trying to paint the same exact image to her so that she does not want to be cool with me. It's all so childish, right? So, and I'll tell y'all a little bit more about that when I actually give testimony, because it was a whole thing, y'all. Like, when I said she came, it's a long story. Like, I'm saying a long story. I'm just cutting it down to just this weekend, right? Which is kind of hard to do because there's so much stuff from behind the scenes. It's been years on top of years on top of years of stuff, right? Just this, the only thing that is new is the fact that he has a son now. So, we have been around each other. I'm telling you, like, she's been over here, was with me on my birthday, on New Year's Eve. I've done her hair, gave her clothes, like, you name it. You know what I'm saying? And giving her advice, you know what I'm saying? Feeding her, making her food, serving her the food, bringing her the plate, picking up her plate, going to go wash it, bringing her drink, giving her towels to take showers, taking her baby, like, so she can get rest when she's tired and she's sleepy. Like, come on now. Like, these are things you just cannot fake. You can't make up. Even the baby Christian knows that demons will manifest when you try to get them to do things like that, when they really truly do not agree with it, right? So I can't make this type of stuff up. It's either it is or it is not. So She said, get out your feelings, boy, and grow up, right? He got hidden feelings and making it weird. Yes, girl. So what ends up happening is he sets the baby down. She's not up there yet, though. And he comes in and he's like, what's up? Like, what's going on? And you know, I go and I remove myself and I go sit right back down. And I start to engage with the baby. You know, hi, what you doing? Like, look at you. You're so adorable. You so, you know, doing the baby talk with him and stuff. And not to remind you, the baby, when he came, he was sick. He was already sick on New Year's, you know, like, and please pray for him, as a matter of fact. Pray that healing comes over him, you know, because he has been diagnosed with an actual sickness that causes for him to have breathing problems. So he's sick, nose running, and you know what I'm saying? So we talking to him and everything and welcoming him. He's laughing and smiling because he knows us, we're familiar. So he comes in, Mr. Smooth, the father of the baby, comes in and he's like, give me my baby, because Shay grabs the baby and puts him in between us. So he's like, give me my baby.
I said he got hidden feelings and making it weird.
Yeah, I read it. Okay. So he's like, give me my baby. Why is like, watch out? And we like, man, move around, like, watch out. Like, we talking to him, like, you know what I'm saying? We can't talk to him and love him. Like, this is his family. And so I'm making sure that I'm strictly engaging with the baby and not really more so with him. You know what I mean? So then not too long after that, his mom comes upstairs. The baby's mom comes upstairs. Monet comes upstairs and she sits on the ground. We got a whole bed. I'm talking about a really big bed at that. So much space for her to come and sit, like she would have done had he not been there. She would have came and she would have sat on the bed with us and chilled with us and talked with us and came and gave us hugs and everything. But because he were there and she had already texted my phone prior to that morning at 5:00 in the morning saying, oh, I know you. She said, I know you and him are together. I know that y'all together or whatever. And I never responded. Some things you just don't respond to, especially when you know they used to be trigger points for you in the past. Because this isn't the first time that there was actually something that was going on between me, him, and another girl. The difference between now and then was I was actually in a relationship with him. I was engaged to him. I was going to get married to him. And he had a situation going on with another girl, right? Versus now, we're not together. We're not engaged. I don't see him in that way. I don't want to be with him in that way. And there's somehow, somewhere, there's still a friction going on. Of course, yes, I'm not retarded. So I understand this because I'm still here as far as relationship with the family. But this is the thing. Me and his family have a connection outside of him. Us together or not does not define the relationship individually that I have with each and every last one of his family members. So I can go off right now and get married, have children, and I can come back with my family, with my husband, and it'll still be the same. We'll also love each other the same because it has nothing absolute to do with him, per se. You know what I'm saying? It just made a little icing on the cake, put a little cherry on there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so she sits on the ground, and I'm looking, I'm wondering, why is she on the ground? And the baby starts crying, and the room just gets real crazy. But thank God for us, we have experience with each other. So this was not something that we were new to. We were used to this. You know, we like, okay, give him something. He might be hungry. He doesn't feel well. So, you know what I'm saying? Cover him up because he didn't have no cover on him. He didn't even have on no actual, long sleeve clothes, you know? So we basically taking care of the needs of the baby. I'm not going to skip some detail just because they're really boring. And it's just like we were just chilling and talking and everything. So then the cousin comes in there and he begins to engage with his cousin. Mr. Smooth starts to engage with his cousin. And as he's talking to her, I'm noticing that every other word that's coming out of his mouth is a curse word. He's a gangbanger, so he's gang banging like on Crip and this, that, and the other. And I'm realizing, as I already knew from the inside, but I'm just seeing with my eyes, oh, this man is really still the same man. You know what I'm saying? Because of the way that he was coming at me, trying to rekindle, he's like, oh, I'm a different man now. I'm changed. I'm in God. And I don't smoke no more. I don't do this no more. I'm this different changed man, right? And so I'm like, okay, like I hear what you're saying, like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't see nothing. I don't see no actions. You know what I mean? Like, cause I'm not this person no more. I'm a whole different person now. So you're going to really have to, and don't try to slick me because I am prophetic and I do see, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to go to sleep to see. Most people feel like you got to go to sleep and see in the dream. I don't have to. I can see while I'm woke. I can hear while I'm woke. I can feel while I'm woke. I can sense while I'm awake immediately. I have the Holy Spirit within me. My angel, this angel is right now sitting right next to me. I don't have to wait for that, right? But it makes it worse when I do go to sleep and I can't even get away from it in my sleep because I'm seeing it in my sleep, right? So he's saying he's this different man, he's changed, all this good stuff. But the moment you're in the same room, not even 5 minutes after you've been in the room, you're cursing up a storm. I'm not one to judge. But if I'm going to be this way, my husband has to be an equal of me, if not on a higher frequency, so that it's always challenging me to rise higher than where I am to match and we be compatible with each other. I don't get on here cursing like a sailor to y'all. Why? Because I don't curse like a sailor behind scenes. So I would expect for my husband to be the same way. You know what I mean? So it just showed a lot in that moment, right? So skips this. I get up. I have to go use the bathroom. So I go because we stopped at this Mexican place and got I got a real bad burrito. I'm starting to believe y'all when y'all say Mexican food in Vegas is not it. Because that burrito, when I say that meat didn't have no season to it, nothing. It was crazy. Like, that was a good, $7 down the drain? Like, so hold on, let me drink some real quick. Is that Mr. Smooth or Mr. Clean bald headed? He funny. What's up, bro? What's up, Tyrone? I see you coming in. I see y'all. I love it. So
I don't know who else you want to
just whoever you feel led to. You know what I'm saying? So what ends up happening is, y'all, I go to use the bathroom from that burrito, right? I'm in the bathroom. I have to say like a good 15 minutes, right? I'll come out the bathroom and I see one of the aunts whose house we're at in Quinche on the bed, and they're comforting her, rubbing her back. And I walk in, I'm like silently signing, like, what's wrong? What happened? What's going on? They're like, she's crying right now. I'm like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, you already know why, because of you. Like, she's crying because of you. When I say legitimately I did nothing to her, I hadn't even really spoken to her yet like that. I wasn't around him, anything. I'm literally in the bathroom inside to the alone myself. She were already crying. It's because of the presence. Like, she cries off of the presence of me being there. She will get very emotional. And it's not, I can't even get mad at her or be like, oh, because she's crazy, she's this. No. A person is not that way. A person won't be a certain way unless you give them a reason to be. Unless you're feeding that to them, right? And so it was only right. It only made sense. Like, so this is what I was saying in the beginning. I knew that if she came with him and I was there, that it would create something, because that's not fair on her end. She walked into a big old mess. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. Like, and so I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So immediately, instead of making matters worse by trying to like, hey, what's wrong? Is it okay? I just kind of left out the room. Like, I don't know. I just kind of like left out or whatever. And I went and I got on my phone for a little bit and I'm talking to God and I'm like, okay, so what do I do about this? Like, how do I go about this type of situation? Because it's already happening, you know. They haven't even been here for an hour and it's already happening. In the midst of all that, he's over here, Mr. Smooth's over here begging me for something to drink, asking me who got something, you know, do you have something to drink or whatever the case is. It's just already just stuff that I'm just not okay with. So me and Quinche start talking and she starts to tell me how the baby needs something like medicine wise, because she didn't have medicine and she didn't have clean clothes for him. So I'm like, hey, let's go to the store. She like, let's get my mom keys and let's go to the store. So I ask the mom for the keys. I'm like, can we use your car to go to the store to get stuff for the baby? And she's like, yeah, it's fine. Y'all can go do what y'all need to do. Me and Quinche, this is normal for us. We're not really thinking, you know, about nothing else but what can we do to better the situation. So I'm thinking to myself, this is this girl's first time here with his family in this house. You know what I'm saying? So she's probably going to feel very uncomfortable if she just left here. Because even though the situation at hand is very weird, she's more familiar with us. Because she's been with us like for months. She's been around us out here, spending weeks at a time with us. So I'm like, maybe we should invite Monet with us and take her to the store with us. So that way she can get out the house, you know, because she's in there and she's sad, she's crying. So we bring her with us to the store. We go buy her baby some stuff and we get some food. We offer her food and stuff and we get her something to drink. And in the midst of that, I realized is that she had a beanie on her head. So she had a beanie on her head. She wasn't dressed. She had on the hoodie. And so I'm like, girl, I'm about to give you a complete makeover when we get back, because we gonna be taking pictures and we gonna be recording videos and stuff. So it's only right that you look presentable. Because one thing I can tell you about this family is we love to snap pictures and take videos. videos, and they're going to go on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I would want you to be more presentable and blend in than to stick out like a sore thumb and be looking crazy, because people's going to talk about you, you know? So I'm more so worried about her. Like, I'm not really worried about, oh, let me go get myself looking cute for this man because he's here. No, my mind, as y'all can see, my mind and my heart is in a complete different place, right? So I'm like, girl, I'm about to do your hair for you. I got some press-on nails. If you want some nails on your fingers, I brought up extra pair of press-on nails and the glue. I could do your nails for you. I could do your hair for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as what clothes go, because I only had one other change of clothes other than the clothes I had on my body. So I'm like, as far as clothes go, you're going to have to figure that out. But I could, fix you up as far as right here. So we get to the house, and I'm telling her as well, like, even after that, you can hang with me. If you feel uncomfortable, you can stick with me, because I know it's your first time. You don't know nobody, you know what I'm saying? And everybody there got really strong personalities and demeanor. So it's not that easy for you to just, especially when she's to herself. So I'm like, you can be with me. You can hang out with me. So we get there. Immediately as we get there, I'm like, come on, Monet, let's go. Like, come sit down. Let me do your hair. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she gets her son situated, gives him the medicine and everything. She comes upstairs. I pull out the chair. I get the flatterers. Y'all know how girls do. Get them flatterers, plug them flatterers up, and I pull that beanie off, and boy, hey, y'all remember Kuta Kente off of Roots? Remember how his hair?
Oh my god!
I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm saying, you gotta paint a good picture. Like, y'all remember Kuta Kente, how his hair was, boy? Hey, what's up? Boy, let me tell you, her hair, boy, we needed Jesus. Like, it was gonna take a miracle for sure. I'm a human. Like, what? Like, you ever put yourself in agreement of something that, and you are not even knowing what you're agreeing to, you think you can deliver, but you really, this is trying. Like, Lord, and angels, please be dispatched now. So I snatched her beanie off, whatever. I'm like, you need anything? Like, are you hungry? You want something to drink? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, oh, yeah, I could take something to drink. So I get her a cup. I pour her something to drink. I give it to her. And I'm like, okay. So I start combing her hair out. And I'm like, pause. Wait a minute. What better is it when you got other people around who do hair just like you, and they can help you create a vision? Because I'm not just trying to play in somebody's head, give them a kitchen hairstyle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Play in their head and make them be out here having them looking even more crazier than them with the beanie on. So I'm like, hey, Quinche, y'all come and y'all help me. Like, what's the vision with this? Like, what y'all think I can do with this? They're like, just bump it up a little bit, do this to that. You know what I'm saying? Because she has like short hair right here, shaved. And it's like short, and it gets longer as it goes up here. So I'm like, okay. I start thinking a little 90s, 80s. Like, all right, I see what I'm going to do. A little pixie, you know what I'm saying? So I start flattering, combing, curling, bumping, flattering, combing. And then I have to say, like, halfway through, she, like, help out. Girl, like, help me out. Like, for real. Like, so I'm like, okay, let me, I'll get somewhere. I give her my phone. I'm like, here, you can play music. Whatever music you want to hear, you can play some music, whatever the case is. And I'm talking to her. Whole time I'm doing her, I'm talking to her, ministering to her, speaking life into her, telling her, what it's like and what it takes to really represent as a real woman in Christ, because she kind of has a lot of younger girl ways, like, very immature. There's so many times where she's attacked me or said something against me, and thank God I am how I am, so I never fed into it, and I still spoke with her and treated her with love, and still was a good person to her. So I'm telling her, like, you gotta not do that to people, because not everybody's gonna be like me, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I guess she was going through a time and a period in her life where she was around a lot of people who did not like her, but put on the facade as if they did. She went through a whole little situation where she got set up and got hands put on her and all type of stuff. So I'm sitting here and I'm telling her, like, you got to know who is for you, who isn't for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, for you, the devil knows how to make it look really good as if I'm not for you, but I am for you. And you can tell by my actions how I'm for you. You know what I'm saying? And then there's those people who look like they are for you, but they're really against you. They will invite you to a place, get you by yourself, back you up in the corner, and will attack you. And now here with me, I'm embracing you, and I'm loving you, and I'm comforting you, and I'm building you up. So you guys just know the difference. Not just speaking for myself, but this is in general, girl, because you're going to have to go out into the world. You know what I'm saying? So doing her hair. I asked, like, do you want something to eat? Because everybody's coming like, oh, they got food downstairs. Like, y'all know black people with food, right? Especially catfish. So like, they got food downstairs. Go get y'all some food. I'm like, I'm halfway through her head. Like, you know what I'm saying? The party's finna start. It's already about a good 5:30, 6 o'clock p.m. So I'm like, let me just finish this. I'm like, you hungry? She says yes. So I go to find Mr. Smooth, which is her baby's father. And I'm like, hey, go make her some food, please. Like, cause I'm doing her hair right now. He's like not doing nothing. He's just chilling and drinking his liquor and stuff. And he's like, nah, like, I don't really want to do that. And I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like, you are a father. This is your baby mama. He like, go down there and make her something then. Like, tell her to go. I'm like, she's getting her hair done and I'm the one doing her hair. Dang, like, the least you can do is go feed the mother of your kid. Like, come on, you're not doing nothing else. So everybody's watching and they like, they kind of just stuck up for her in a way, like, like, yeah, you should go make her something to eat. She's hungry. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to get ready for the party. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you did good. High five. Great dad. Baby down, sleep, snoring. He's good. He's taken care of. Like, and he's around his other relatives, so they're watching him. So you can go down there and make her a few fish and some fries on the plate and bring it to her. You know what I'm saying? Most of the story is I had to bully him into getting up to go and make her some food. So I returned back like, girl, good news. He finna go get you some food right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And let's get done with your hair. Like, so he bring her food. I'm doing her hair. Finally, I get done with her hair. Everybody coming in, complimenting. I'm talking about the aunties who don't lie. They like, okay, like, they like, you think you can hook me up? You know what I'm saying? If I go watch my hair, you think you can bump me with some flat irons? I'm like, I got y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, go ahead though. She like, I'm going to go take a shower. I'm like, do that. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure your hair don't get wet. Cause you know, with flat irons, when the water hit, it can drop. So this happens. And I'm like, so now I'm going to go get myself ready. Again, consciously, I'm thinking, okay, so at least I got her out the way. I still have to go get myself ready. And this is going to get real bad because once I get myself together and I become presentable, I know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to try to do the most. So I already think in my mind like, okay, yep, I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to go help him with the music, and I'm going to go show her around, and I'm going to help her to be comfortable. I'm going to chill with her, you know what I'm saying? What better way to keep a snake away from you than to team up with the component, and y'all together as a force, y'all a force to be reckoned with. So I'm like, what better way to keep him away from me and to stop him from creating issues between us than to just love her and be here with her and hang out with her. And it's not fake. You're really being real. Like, you know, it's really who you would be even if you wasn't here. So I do my hair, put on some mascara, do my little lips, and flatter in my hair, and I bump it, and I'm dressed, and I come out of the bathroom, and one of the very first things he does is he tries to go behind the wall around the corner and snatch me, like, what's up with you? And I'm like, back up, like, move, watch out. No, like, it's not that. He like, what's up with you? I'm like, it's the principle of the fact that do you have a whole family here, and you're trying to talk to me. I'm not a little girl. I'm not going to sneak behind the scenes with nothing or nobody. And I'm not about to be in front of someone's face all around your family, you know, present myself as something that I'm not. Like, and then how's that fair to her that she's going to be in there? She was just in there crying. She's going to be in there crying, sad. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Of course, guys. Well, I'm not going to say guys, little boys. He didn't understand nothing I was talking about. He did not agree with me. But you know me. Stiff-shouldered them, moved around them, and went and continued to do what I was going to do anyways, which was, come on, Mona, let's go downstairs. Like, let's go do this, let's go do that. You know what I'm saying? So we go downstairs, and the music is going now, finally. You know what I'm saying? And we chilling, and we talking, and we vibing. And then he comes. It's so many different times where he came through the night trying to get me to be with him. Like, to the point where it was a point in time where he came in front of her, grabbed me by my arm, and was literally dragging me, like forcing me, pulling me. And I'm using, thank God I got body weight. I believe my angels was there holding my shoulders back for me, holding me in place. Because he was using his man strength, like literally pulling me in front of her face, trying to get me to come with him. I'm like, why are you doing this? Let me go. Stop. He's like, come on, come chill with me, come talk to me. I'm like, no. Like, so I made sure that he stopped right in front of her. And I'm like, what do you want from me? What do you want to talk about? There's nothing to talk about. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so he just dropped my hand. He does this little attitude thing and he walks off. I go back to talking to her and his sister and his auntie. And we're talking and we're vibing and everything. And I'm just like, that was uncomfortable. Like, you know, that's not okay. Like, you know what I mean? So we go back downstairs. We're hanging out. And I realize that her curls are falling really bad. And she started to look kind of crazy. So I'm like, come on, let's go back upstairs. Like, let's go to the bathroom. And I go in the bathroom. And I'm telling her while we sitting there, look, this is what I do as a girl. When I feel like I might be out of place, because everybody having fun, they're not worried about you. So you need to use your phone as a mirror, turn on your camera and fix yourself a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You always want to make yourself, you always want to keep up a good appearance for yourself as a woman. So fix your hair up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Or go to the bathroom, go, take a little bathroom break, fix your hair, whatever the case is. I see she didn't pick it up like that. So I'm like, let's just go upstairs. Let's just go upstairs. Come on. Go to the bathroom. I fix my hair and I'm like, come here. Put her in front of the mirror. I'm like, do you feel like you look okay? Do you feel comfortable? Like, are you okay? Like, and she like, yeah, but I knew that maybe she could have been telling the truth, or maybe it's just that, she just was, yeah, like she felt like she looked cute. Like, she never really had only time she gets her hair done is when I do it. Like, so she probably just was like, she's settling. She happy with how she looked, because it could be worse. So then his auntie's like, girl, no, like, fix your curls a little bit. I'm like, exactly. So I grabbed the flat iron and I'm bumping her curls up. She had a little pixie, like that fall right here with the curls, and it's like the curls falling over with a little bumpy bump. Like, it was cute. Like, she had a little pixie cut, whatever, So I'm doing her hair. One of the family members come and they're like, what's up with y'all? Like, are you guys, like, what's going on? Who's the mother of the baby? Because remember, we both have the same name. Her name's Monet, my name's Monet. So like, who's the mom of the baby? Like, what's really going on? I'm like, her. She's like, me. They're like, okay, so how is this? Like, are y'all anything? Like, what's going on? Like, we're not together. They are parents. They have a kid together. Reiterating everything. They're like, oh, so are y'all like a throuple? Are y'all all together, all three of y'all? And I'm like, no. Like, it's just they end up meeting each other, coming together, having a kid, and not being around. Like, it's nothing more than that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, of course, I'm like, I know I probably look like that, though, because of how much love that I have for her and how much we get along together. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, but it's not that, though. It's just, I'm not going to allow one dude to decipher or control the type of woman that I could be to. Like, not basically, I'm not gonna let him decipher the type of heart posture I have. Like, I'm not gonna let him come and change the type of heart that I have. So if I'm loving, I'm gonna be loving. You know what I'm saying? And so, can you have my phone? and so I'm like, just speaking up for her, like being there for her, whatever the case is. And I'm just telling them like, nah, this is not that. We really cool. We really do have a connection. And I'm saying, and I know that he could, guys are always going to try to find a way for there to be issues, but nobody worry about that, what he's talking about, right? So basically the night keep going on. We having fun. And some more of his family members end up popping up, right? And this is where it gets really messy because they pop up. And these are the same family members that she just felt like she got set up by and had a fight with and all these good things. So, but that has nothing to do with me. I've been with you. I've loved you. I've comforted you. But now my actual people that I actually consider as my cousins are here. I'm going to go say hi to them. So I get up, I go say hi to them. But they're walking up talking crazy, like, because they know she's in there. So I'm like, hold on, what's up? Like, yeah, like, what's going on? So they start telling me their side of the story. And come to find out, it's a big mess. Like, the girl wasn't being complete honest with us. And it just was a lot of lost details. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we get everything understood, hashed out, so no one's up in there tossing each other weave to the left or the right, snatching off each other lace fronts and front nose. You know what I'm saying? So we get them to come in and we party for a little bit. More to the story is, I guess, like, towards the end of the party, he finally manages to find a way to me and come sit with me to talk to me. He's like, well, I'm not feeling how things have been. You ain't been spending no time with me. You had all day, this, that, and the other. I'm like, well, honestly, if you haven't paid attention, your kid was sick. We went to the store, came back. I did hair. I had to get myself together. Then I had to make her feel comfortable and hang out with her. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. You know what I'm saying? She ends up getting up mid-conversation, going to go speak with his mom, and then passing me up and going back upstairs to go to sleep, which was fine with me. We end up getting ready to leave. He comes back downstairs trying to talk to me, trying to, like, pick fights with me, stuff like that. I ignore him. We end up leaving. We come back to California. The very next day that we're back, he texts my phone with this very long paragraph accusing me and his sister of having involvements with each other because of how close we are, accusing me and his sister's situation, our bond, of being the reason why me and him didn't have no time together, and I wasn't around him, and how I was in her face this whole time, accusing me of saying that him and his baby mother was together in a relationship, and all this good stuff, right? And I'm just sitting here like, boy, do God move fast, right? Because I was testing the spirits the whole time with him. And I'm just being true to myself and true to who I know God created me to be with his baby mama. So I'm just like, wow, he speaks really fast. And I was already saying before we went and when we came back how I felt so out of place. It just felt so uncomfortable to me. I'm just like, okay, yeah, this is a little weird. Like, in the midst, I'm noticing that I'm trying to talk to my own family. They don't even communicate with me. I'm around with you guys. I love y'all, but this is technically y'all family. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even really all that it seems to be made up to be in this moment. The person that's trying to build with me, he has a whole lot. This is set. So this is set in stone. There will never be, which I already knew because I was the one who was saying it. There will never be nothing after this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I need to find my space. I need to find, my place and what I want to be, what I want to do at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because this is done. And so I'm telling her how I feel like it's a handcuff on my hand and I'm handcuffed to like the brick wall or something and I can't get out. I can't move. Like, it's like, this is crazy. I feel like I gotta go. I gotta move on. I gotta do things because I technically never really left. Like, I just been not living my past, but still living in my past in a way. It's crazy. Like, when you're not really tapped in with God, you can have those type of intrusive thoughts come into your mind, and if you don't know no better, you start to agree with them and it'll become just that. So you gotta kind of just like not speak them out loud for real, speak against them, and just how to war against stuff. So not the hi beautiful happy new year's, how are you? Like, come on, y'all gotta come way harder than that. That was not no response. Anyways, like, yeah, y'all, like that. It was so crazy. So basically we had words after that. He hit me up saying these things and I'm telling him like what it really was. And I'm like, you just really disrespectful, like mad disrespectful. How you gonna come and accuse something like that and paint that type of picture on your sister knowing she's a real true woman of God? That's crazy. The fact that you let, like you always do, you let everything that everybody else said affect your judgment on who I am. That's even crazier. Then you having a family and acting like that's not a problem, and that doesn't affect the trajectory of the way that our situation outcome is supposed to come out, is even more of a problem. But what's the deal breaker for me is the way that you value your family and the fact that you sit here and you accuse your sister of trying to be something with the girl that you thinking is going to be your wife. Like she's not really a real woman of God. Like, that's amazing to me. That's crazy that you think that way and that you're really bold in your thoughts. And for that, I could never. I can't even be friends with you. I'm not judging you. But even in the Bible, it tells you not to be in company with those type of people. And so when he did that and I said what I said to him and he blocked me, it felt like a weight. It was just like, I don't know. I felt like free. Like, I felt released. Like, now I could really go and do what it is that, I want to do. Like, and it's like crazy because she was the one sister who Shay's the only sister who actually vouched for him. She actually tried. Like, y'all ever witnessed God give somebody all their promises and blessings and dreams and desires on the platter? And all they have to do is be obedient. All they have to do is change their ways. You don't even have to go and start a whole church up and this, that. All you gotta do is literally change your ways. And you can get everything that you have for you. I've been here for years, sat in this place for years, grown in God for years. And it was just there for you. Even when you went and had your child, me knowing that that's not the dream, that's not the vision that God has for me. He still had you in mind. He still had you in heart and in favor and was trying to give you what you wanted, but you just couldn't let it go. You were definitely like Lot's wife. You couldn't let it go, my boy. And so, yeah. So now I'm blocked. I'm blocked, all right? And I wake up this morning. I thought that was it. I woke up this morning and I come into the living room and I see Crochet's very frustrated. She's in the midst trying to do some preaching to y'all. And his baby mother is in her inbox being crazy. Like, I feel some type of way. I'm angry at her because they're together and this and that. And I'm just like, but you know what though? I feel so much. I feel energized. I feel happy. I feel like I can really go right now and tell my testimony now. I can say it without having any type of fear that I might be holding, people to their past, or I might be like making people look bad, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to have this type of fear. Like, I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to make someone look bad or whatever the case is. So it actually was stopping me from doing certain things that God was asking me to do. So when this happened this weekend, full of revelation, for real, it was exactly what I needed, and so I was really happy, and I'm just like, I'm about to go live, and I'm finna to tell them a story. Y'all about to have a lot of story times though, because I'm about to let y'all in on the whole. I'm talking about from the beginning, like, because I wasn't always the good person in the story. I just am the good person now because I went and I got in God and I let Him become the true author of my life. Like, how could you think of me that way, knowing my walk with God and knowing that I'm looking forward to marriage with someone, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But this is why you don't really engage in stuff like that. You just kind of be true. You represent God the way that you know you're supposed to be representing Him. You love Him from a distance and you move around. You know what I'm saying? Because it could have been the whole little brawling. We could have been exposing each other and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's not even nothing like that for real. Yes, I did call her, though, today to clear the waters. And, of course, he came in the room and bullied her, took the phone, hung up, and I haven't heard nothing from them since. They'll be back, though, trying to create issues. And I'll be ignoring them. But it's just like, that was really the end of this weekend. Like, it's in Sunday now. And so that Monday happened today. This Monday? Wow, see? Yeah, like, you said what?
Oh, I had a dream.
Oh, I did have a dream.
She did.
I did have a dream, y'all. Like, it's crazy, too. Like, hey, look.
I'm going to let them get this little dream when you hit the 1 hour mark.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, y'all want to hear the dreams? No, I'm just playing. I'm going to come back, though, because my time is up now. Y'all not about to get everything in one sitting?
And
crazy?
You start doing the thing.
You said what?
You start doing that.
That's because
you doing something?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring I think my light heightens.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to put it back to normal.
Yeah. I was like...
But that was it, though. That was real trying, y'all. Not because I still live here or because I ain't pill. It's just when you a person who real reserved and don't let your life, like your personal life, be out there in the public, and you don't let people in and stuff. It's not that easy to just let stuff flow. Like, you got to, you know what I'm saying? But it was cool though. Like, I don't regret nothing. I'm talking about. I'll be back again with some more. I'll probably start y'all off with the very beginning. The very beginning of how I even found out that he even existed and how we came together and everything. Tell the whole story, you know what I'm saying? Because it's necessary. Now I can really start to testify to y'all things that y'all do not know. Because I always just came on here and talked to y'all about my dreams. Told y'all the dreams, the experiences I had with my angels and in the spirit. Y'all don't know nothing about me really personally, for real. Like what I really went through in my past and my love life and why is she single for this long and why isn't she doing this and that, and and so I think that now it's time to do that. Hey, y'all said 2024 is a year of exposure. Nobody can expose you better than yourself. Okay, boys. So let me tell y'all. Yeah, that's a strong situation. That is a trying situation, and still trying to be the bigger person is not always easy, but only God can you to a place like that. Exactly. Whoo, Rosa, man. Only God, right? Because of the old me, I fought all of his ex-girlfriends, and I won.
She did not.
I'm just saying. I fought everybody. That you were not, it wasn't happening. And I wasn't one of them like, oh, yeah, what? It was really like, yeah, okay. And fold them. And then go and be having fun with the family, recording on live and partying, and yeah, like, just like that. Like, That was the old me. You know what I'm saying? I did stuff out of spite because I knew that I could. But just because you can don't mean that it's right to do so. Like, you know. And I was even saying then, like, I'm in God. Yeah, and I pray to him. You know what I'm saying? I be with him. So this is not that. But that person that's on the inside, when it's a time to be so, can be that in the right ways. Because, you know what I'm saying, once you turn from the devil, you know what I'm saying, he shall flee from you, boy. Like, which I thought I was about to say, nah, like, that's how you really fight in the spirit. You fight the right way. Ain't no sense in out here punching on flesh like it's really the flesh and the blood that you at war with. No, I'm gonna hit you where it really hurt. And I ain't even talking about the person. I'm talking about that demon that's in them. Yeah, you might well leave me alone if I send you back home to your daddy, boy. And you know he can't wait to whoop you.
William said, hey, love.
Hey, William, what's been going on with you, my boy? Rosa laughing. He said, you just speak in tongues? No, but it might be you hearing in the spirit. I would look. I ain't speaking no tongues, but if you hear me speaking in tongues, that might be a sign to come correct on this live. I look over and y'all over there partying. They like... So did y'all like this story time? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did it help y'all get a better perspective of the type of person that I am and how I'm really not perfect for real? I go through stuff. It's not about being perfect. It's about doing things that is exceptional in the sight of God. Because our definition of perfect is not his definition of perfect. And perfect to him is something that's worth it. Not, oh, your spot clean and this, that. Like, no, like, we're going to get there. With him, we can only be spot clean, like no spot or blemish clean, when he is 100% present in our life. And even then, this is what we mean by we still fall short some type of way. Because without him, we are nothing. So because of that, the only reason why we are clean, the only reason why we do come up as worthy and perfect in his eyes is because he sees himself when he's in us and he looks at us. Right? So... what did you say? Did you pray for me? If so, thank you, boo. You went a tad deep. Yeah, I believe you can go deeper. Yeah, this is just the surface. This is just the surface. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm glad y'all enjoyed this though. Like, I just had to come let y'all know. So when I posted on my page, like, and I said, like, I've been going through a lot of tests. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know that it was basically me. I was basically talking about some of this stuff. Like, I was basically talking about that, you know, like, because y'all didn't know we saw your best friend and you love us. That's awesome. Yeah. Y'all didn't know that what I was talking about. I just knew that it was trying. And I appreciate everyone that came on that status as well to relate and to, you know, to comfort and stuff like that, because we're bodies. So I love that. I appreciate that. But now y'all know just a little bit of what it was that produced that status. You know what I'm saying? That was really trying. It could have got really messy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could have been anything else but what I'm telling y'all right now. And I guess for me, it was challenging for me because I got to see that my words really matched up to my actions. I could have been this whole time saying, no, I don't want this with him, or I'm not in love with him, or this, that, and the other. And then when we all got together, I could have been really jealous and angry and being vengeful and spiteful. And, you know, because really, it could have been that my heart really felt different than what my mouth was talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that really showed me once my past was represented to myself that I passed that test. Check mark. It's completed. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? You conquered. And that's not you no more, you know? Like, because let me tell you, I did it with a smile on my face, and I don't regret nothing. I'll do it all over again. I would do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? Right, Rosa? Woo! Look, I need my flowers at this point, because woo, I was trying. I can't say that I didn't drop no tears once I got back. But it wasn't really because, like, oh, I lost this or that. It was like, oh my God, this is so crazy. Like, I gained so much insight and truth, and like, that I want people to understand, like, and stuff like this, you don't lose, you only gain. You only look at it as if when you lost, when you wasn't ready to give it up, and you still looking at what you expected or intended for it to be, like what you wish that it could have been. You know what I'm saying? I knew, we was together for years and things didn't work out, but you know how much I learned in those years Like, and I have to thank him the most because now I have these bonds. I got a family. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I had not known him or met him or went through what I went through with him, I wouldn't even have one of the best sisters that I could have ever had in like living history. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like I learned a lot though. Like, it made me get closer to God. Like, man, he need his flowers too. Like, thank him for real because like it was great. Like, I don't know, I feel like I gained so much. And then it's like the times where I was really sad through the past like 3-4 years, I wasn't happy for real. Because God was showing me so much stuff, I'm dreaming so much and I'm seeing so much and I'm not understanding why. But it's not because I didn't have it in me. I didn't have the information in me. I had it in me. It just wasn't the time for me to understand and, you know, put the 2 and 2 together yet. So yesterday was that time. I was sitting on this couch and I was just crying. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Now I understand. Wow. Like, now I understand exactly why. It didn't make sense then, but it makes so much sense now, and I couldn't do nothing but thank him, like, and be happy for everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not really fun. Like, people want to be a part of the prophetic or in the office of a prophet so bad, until God is taking you 3 years ahead of your life in one day, in the days to come. He's showing you. It's like you were being hassled, you're being chastised with your future. And it's not something that you are preferring for yourself. It's not the good stuff. It's not the stuff that feel good to you because you're not looking at it in the lenses of God. Anything that God does for you is something that is going to produce the best fruits in you, right? So it's always going to be good. You just have to be able to find the good in it. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, it wasn't not a good feeling to be traumatized for 3-4 years in a row to see this moment right here come to pass. Like, this weekend was what he had been preparing me for the past 3-4 years. I'm seeing these different dreams and this stuff, and I'm not understanding. I'm like, why is he doing this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and even though I had the stuff in me, he'll put it in you, and then he'll push it down until you need it again. Then he'll cause it to come back up, right? So I'm like, wow, I had my times where I was on the couch for weeks, wouldn't get up, like, just crazy stuff, y'all. Like, because I'm living in the spirit and not in this physical, in the actual reality, while trying to make things up in reality, and where you're not even realizing it's already gone. Spiritually, you're seeing it. This is why we know when we see things in dreams and God is telling you it already happened. It just hasn't not been manifested here in this physical reality. So this is why you can't get away from it when you're in your dreams, when you're in those visions, when you're in those out-of-body experiences, because this is real. This is in real time. This is really happening, right? It really already happened 3 years ago. Spiritually, it took place. And so my spirit and my soul knew. And so in real life, you guys, sorry, my background is getting real ghetto right now. You guys, now that I'm snapped back into reality, you know what I'm saying? Not snapped back into reality, but now that I'm actually going through the motions of what he was preparing me for in reality now it's actually in reality of the 3D. It's something where I can go and I'm like, oh my God, like all those times where I was crying. This is what they mean by God understands you, and your tears are not going to go to waste. Like, nothing's going to go to waste. Nothing's for no reason. You haven't lost. You just haven't seen what it is that you're gaining yet. But keep going and trust in God. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't that my tears was going to waste or that he didn't care about what I was saying or crying about. It's just that what I don't have the understanding that he do. Just as so as heaven is above us, so is he. His understanding is above our understanding. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh my God, like, why aren't you listening to me? You know, all this stuff I was going through. That in this little space of 3 days, it made the whole past 3-4 years make sense. And it didn't feel good. It don't ever feel good when you got to be ahead of time. Every time a season come, you're not in that season living it. You know how it's like when you go outside, you can smell what's in the air. You can smell the roses. In that moment, you're actually living in that moment. Well, for me, And for like probably a lot of other people, when you're actually in the spirit and God is showing you things of the future, you don't get to go outside. When you go outside, you don't smell the roses. You're not smelling the roses. You're not paying attention to the birds that's flying over your head, and you feeling that wind when it's blowing. It's just a regular. It's like something. It's a notion. It's a notion that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you are literally experiencing from a spiritual standpoint something that's finna happen in this reality 3 years from now, 2 years from now, a year from now. So I have a lot of that, so I was never able to, when I was actually in the seasons, to pinpoint until it was already done and over with and said, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my gosh, this has been happening this whole time. It was the dreams he showed me 2 years ago. So this time in this season, he kind of just snapped me out of it, and I got to experience it all as it was happening and got the revelation, and it was so deep, y'all. And I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. Like, I don't know. It's a really great gift to have. It's a really great relationship and bond to have with him. But sometimes it's long suffering. It's so heavy. Like, it's not for the weak. So be careful when you want to be in the office of a prophet, or you want to be operating in the prophetic just as good as a prophet, because it's not fun. It's really not fun. I'm telling you, like, it's only fun to us when it's good stuff. You know what I'm saying? You want to see nothing but good, but that's not what he said prophecy is. Prophecy is just, look, it reveals what the truth really is. So I was hitting a lot of bad. Like, 2023 was a fail for me here in reality. That's because I didn't understand spiritually what was going on. 2022 was crazy for me. Like, 2021 was even crazier. 2020 was crazy. I was engaged, y'all. Like, 2019, I was the closest thing to death. Like, lost a few teeth from it, everything. Like, it was crazy. That's it, y'all. I'm really done, for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. But the weight of it is very heavy. You have to be strong to carry it. Yeah, you know how many times I was ahead of time on stuff? How many times God showed me something and I'm thinking, oh, this is going to happen now in the next few months. And he really showed me something that's going to happen 5 years from now. Because he's showing me that, don't mean it's going to stay that way, as far as I'm going to keep going through this and seeing this. No, he's showing me more things. Now I'm seeing 10 years from now. Now I'm seeing in the next 2 years. Like, it just keeps changing. So you got to kind of just get mature and seasoned into where you know how to decipher. As he's showing you these different seasons, you know how to detect and identify in the season that you're going through right now what he showed you before. And, hopefully I understand what I'm saying. It is a little crazy. But, yeah, Terrell, that's very true. Very, very true. But, yeah. And so what I saw last year is actually happening this year. Everything I saw happening last year for me is happening this year. And I'm like, wow. So what you revealed to me in 2021 took place this weekend, which lets me know that the blueprint that you gave to me last year is very accurate. It's going to happen. You know how God give you a prophecy and he go, by this time next year, when you see this spring forth and bloom, that this too shall pass. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's telling me by 4 years ago, what he showed me, he was telling me in that dream. And when this dream comes to pass, what I have promised you that I'm showing you in this year should come to pass and spring forth by this time next year. If that makes sense. And so I'm like, wow, it's a little like, woo, it happened. So by this time, at the end of this year, or next year, yeah, girl gonna be on a whole different level. Boy, like, you know what I'm saying? Judgment aside, I need a good, I love you, I'm standing on it. Aw, you're so sweet. So I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. And I'm finna, I think another thing I'm gonna start doing is posting little clips, my story and stuff. Just, talking to you guys and everything, and open up a little bit more. This year's the exercise for me is to open up. I'm always coming in this serious person and preaching with y'all and prophesying to y'all and teaching and giving blueprints. And this year is more so about me opening up. So I love y'all. I'm finna get up out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all stay blessed. All right.